Now, on the train coming from Cardiff to London for your first big breakthrough and your first big audition and the first time you sing, what ideas did you entertain there? Were you frightened or were you elated?
I don't remember. I was 16 years old. I was excited to go to the big city, of course, because, you know, for a young girl in Splot, you know, there was nothing outside. I mean, I couldn't imagine what was outside.
Well, what did a young girl in
Cardiff,
Splot do at night time?
Nothing. At that age? You're kidding. Well, practically. Well, I'm not telling you. We got up to mischief.
Right.
You know.
So you're on the train and you're...
So I'm on the train, I'm going to the big city. That was exciting, yes. But I had an audition to pass. I passed it. And I never looked back.
What did you sing at the audition? Can you remember?
Jezebel! If ever a devil was born, it was you, Jezebel, it was you.
With your sister's frock on, was it?
Yeah, of course. What else?
Now that you've done this for so long, I mean, you're a part of our tradition and a part of our history now. I make you sound like a monument.
I do sound, yes.
I'm sorry, I apologise. You know what I mean? You are a part of our landscape.
Yeah.
How is it still glamorous to get out on a lonely stage under a spotlight with millions of people screaming at you?
It isn't glamorous. It's a lot of hard work. The people see it glamorous, and of course that's what they should see. They don't see what goes on behind the scenes that go on behind getting that performer or oneself glamorous. It's a lot of slogging, hard work, but they mustn't see that. They must just see the glamour.
That's all they must see.
Not the rehearsals and the screaming and the shouting. And
but
the sound is wrong, you know, the lighting's wrong.
Occasionally they see more than they should do, don't they?
Well, especially in a television studio, yes.
But I mean, from time to time you've had little accidents with the odd gown.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And, you know, Doug Darnell makes my gowns, and he doesn't make them. I mean, he builds them.
Around you?
Around me. I mean, he's a builder. He's not a dressmaker, a designer.
They put scaffolding around you?
Well, yes, practically. And nothing ever went wrong with them, you know. And until one day, and I hit a top note, and the strap broke, and my left boob came out, and I went, and I didn't miss a beat, you know, or a heartbeat either. I mean, a note. I carried on singing. And then I was looking in the wings, and there was nobody holding up another dress, you see, because they didn't know what was going on either. And then I changed the words, and I said, would somebody please bring me another dress? and nobody did. So I finished the song with my hand there. And finally, my husband, Kenneth Hume at the time, was in the audience, and it suddenly hit him. She wants another dress. So suddenly they were holding another dress in the wings. And I said to John Barry, who was playing for me at the time, I said, busted, I'm off, you know.
And you did a quick change.
I did the quickest change I ever did in my life. And I came on in another gown, and everybody reported that they really didn't know what had happened. They thought I was showing off.
Right, right.
But I had more than one gown.
Or more than...
And more than one boob.
Now, last Thursday night on BBC Two, there was a documentary called 40 Minutes about pigeons. And in this documentary, I think you probably heard about this. But
I didn't believe it.
You didn't believe it, but it's true, because you haven't seen it.
No.
Well, here's a little scene from this documentary where they use you to scare away pigeons at Liverpool Airport.
New methods that we have been trying out and has proved to be quite successful is this one. We have had complaints from the Shirley Bassey fan club, but I'm sure Shirley would appreciate the objectives that we are trying to achieve.
There we are. Apparently, they will not, the pigeons don't fly away for any other singer but you.
Well, this is what I heard. I don't know whether to be honoured or insulted. I don't know.
I'd try being honoured.
Well, I'm trying very hard.
It's more gracious if you do that. But how bored are you now by things like Big Spender and Goldfinger when people scream and want you to sing things like that?
I never get bored with Big Spender because it's a big send-up. You know, it's fun to do. If I'm going to get bored with any songs, it's going to be the big ballads like Goldfinger, This Is My Life, and that's why I'm so glad for Sometimes, because it's going to take the place of This Is My Life.
So you're constantly looking for a new one to take that.
Yes.
Now, in your tours around the world, you occasionally are not totally happily received. You had a fairly rough ride in Cardiff last time you were there, didn't you?
Yes, unfortunately, it was my hometown. I mean, I've never had that. I'm always very well received everywhere I go.
What happened?
Around the world. Well, I was picketed. I mean, I've never been picketed before. I mean, I've seen it on television. I've seen it in films, but I never thought anybody would picket me.
What were they angry about?
Because I went to Sun City in southern Africa, and I never played South Africa. And I don't know what it's all about, and I think they just use us, these politicians, some of the politicians, you know, to make a name for themselves, and they hit on at us show business people, you know, to make a name for themselves. I think they should make a name for themselves on their own back and not on somebody else's, because we are entertainers, you know, and we are, you know, we're meant to entertain the world.
But could
so
you
we have no prejudices.
Could you understand their point of view, though? Were you too angry to see that?
I couldn't understand their point of view at all, no, because I'm an entertainer.
Would you go back to Cardiff?
Yes, it's my hometown. You know, I was born there. But and I think it was very unfair of them to do this. And I did have a performance to do, and I could hear them from my dressing room before I went on. So to do a performance, you know, for an hour and 10, 15 minutes, and you never know what nut is out there with tomatoes or eggs or something to throw at you, you know, and the tension was terrible. And I came off stage, and then it all came out, and I kind of went a little hysterical, you know.
So where are you going next now, then, on your tour?
I'm going to Scandinavia, to Australia, and then in October I'm doing a big English tour.
Where is home, finally, when you hang your hat, finally?
Switzerland.
And is that where you'll...
It's been for the last 15 years, yes. When I was on your program and you said, how do you feel being married to an Italian? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And I said, it's not an Italian, it's Italian.
If you don't mind.
If you don't mind.
Anyway, we're very...
He's gone anyway.
Well, he's gone.
Yes. The Italian has gone. The Italian stallion's gone.
But you're still here.
I'm still here.
Thank you
and
very
so
much
are
for
you.
joining us tonight. Shirley Bassey.